This week on Chuckload of Comics, we're giving you our full review of the new Overlord movie. We got the first reactions to Wreck-It Ralph 2 and Deadpool 2 re-release. They just dropped some major details. All that plus comic book reviews right here on Chuckload of Comics. Hey guys, welcome to Chuckload of Comics. Another massive week in the world of fandom, guys. Take a look at that sidebar. We got a ton of stuff we're going to get into.
Great.
Happy Sunday, by the way.
Sunday.
If you're new to Chuckload of Comics, remember, if you don't like what we're talking about, just fast forward a little bit. We're going to cover a lot of ground today, man. Massive week. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off as we have been doing the past couple of weeks with C2E2 updates.
Yeah!
The Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo is just 5 short months away.
Oh my gosh.
Ralph, you getting excited for C2E2?
You know, I was pretty stoked, Chuck, but I'm going to be at the other cool convention.
Oh, crap.
That's right.
We just found Ralph's a tattoo artist, and there's a tattoo convention going on the exact same weekend.
I know.
So sadly,
I would love to go to C2E2, but I'm going to have to be at the tattoo convention.
Well, then let me just twist the knife and make you feel even worse. They just announced a lot of new people who are coming to the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo this year. 2 names you probably know, Rob Paulson and Maurice LaMarche.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Exactly, Rob Paulson. Those names may not sound familiar to you, but you will recognize their characters. The voiceover artists for the Animaniacs. They're the voices of Pinky and the Brain.
Sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
And many other things. Rob Paulson did the voice of Raphael in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was the voice of Arthur in The Tick. He was also the voice of Yakko Warner in the Animaniacs.
Sweet.
And Maurice LaMarche was Egon in the real
Nice.
Ghostbusters. He was Orson Welles and Brain in the Animaniacs. And he does a lot of stuff for Futurama. So I love when they have these voiceover artists.
I know.
They come and they do panels and stuff, and they do them in the voices. So
That's so cool.
Crazy exciting. And I think the reason they're coming is because, as we all know, Animaniacs is coming back to Hulu.
That's right.
Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
They-
Animaniacs is great.
They're
I know.
bringing it back. Steven Spielberg is going to be on board as a producer. They're bringing back the whole thing as strictly a Hulu show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they're going to be talking a lot about that at C2E2.
So exciting.
Some comic book announcements at C2E2.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Silvestri's coming to Chicago.
Wow.
One of the original 7 of the guys who left Marvel Comics to go start Image Comics. It was Mark Silvestri. It was Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
God, who else was in that original 7? Ralph?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd drop Don Cheadle in there somewhere.
Don Cheadle was not one of the original 7.
Rats.
Yeah, well, Mark Silvestri's going to be there talking all kinds of amazing comic book history.
Mm-hmm.
Eve Ewing,
Okay.
the lady who's going to be doing the new Ironheart series,
Cool.
she's going to be coming.
Okay.
And Matthew Rosenberg.
Nice.
A name who is really growing in the comic book world. He just recently wrapped the Multiple Man comic book.
Yep.
Shawnee, you love that book?
I love the Multiple Man. It was awesome. I
It was
wasn't on
absolutely
board at
fantastic.
first, but it's only 5 issues. It was great.
Badass
Great
run.
story.
He's also
Yeah.
going to be doing the new Uncanny X-Men.
Sweet.
The relaunch of the Uncanny X-Men coming this December.
Of which Multiple Man is going to be a part
Gonna
of.
be a part of. So, guys, lots of stuff to look forward to. Go to c2e2.com for more information. Big shout out to our friends at the Comic Core.
Yeah.
One of our absolute all-time favorite YouTube channels. These guys are traveling from all over the
I
country
know.
to come to C2E2. So, guys, Comic Core, we're looking forward to meeting you guys
Yeah, in person.
at the Chuckload of Comics booth. Another thing you're going to be missing out on, Ralph.
Oh, man. I'm really bummed out about it.
We're designing like the biggest booth space anybody's ever
I
seen.
know, it's gonna be
in a
awesome.
10 by 10. It's going to look like Monday Night Football.
That's right.
At the Chuckload of Comics booth. So come by and see us at the Chuckload of Comics booth at C2E2, March 22nd through the 24th.
Yeah.
Get
And
excited.
Have no fear. Ralph will be doing some correspondence from the tattoo convention as
Poor
well.
Ralph. Sorry you can't make it, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can do like a live feed from like the tattoo show and the C2E2. That'd be great. I feel
Absolutely.
like
This is
we're
the age
doing
of the
it at same
internet.
time.
I know. We
Why
got
couldn't
this.
we do that? I mean, we should be able to pull that off, no problem. So, guys, more details and more guests dropping at c2e2.com. Speaking of people named Ralph,
Don Cheadle?
not Don Cheadle. This week, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, premiered in Hollywood at the El Capitan Theater.
Ooh, fancy.
What's El Capitan Spanish for, Ralph?
I think it's Spanish for fighting chicken.
Good. Well, Wreck-It Ralph 2 premiered at the Fighting Chicken Theater in Hollywood, and the first Twitter reactions are in. We're going to read some of them for you. They're pretty much widely positive.
Awesome.
I think I only read one negative one, but here's what some of the people are saying. Scott Menzel writes, Ralph Breaks the Internet is better than the original in every way. Huge laughs and plenty of heart. The princess sequence will more than likely become one of the most memorable scenes of 2018. Be sure to stay through the end credits for even more laughs.
What?
That's an important thing, because I wouldn't think to stick around for a post-credit sequence in a cartoon.
Right.
No, I don't think so, but I think because it's working for Marvel, I think Disney's definitely going to
Everybody's
pick up
doing
on
it.
it.
Everybody's doing it.
I
I know you
sit
just-
through every single credit now, which I think you're supposed to do, but Charlie Ridgely writes, Die-hard Disney fans are going to love this. So many fun references and Easter eggs from Disney, Pixar, and Marvel, plus the princesses are perfect. They have way more fun than you think, and people will be talking about it for a long time. Another mention of the princess scene.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
I guess get excited about the princess scene that we saw in the trailer where all the Disney princesses were in the room. Little Vanellope walks in and she's like, wants to be one of the Disney princesses. And that was great.
Oh, yeah, that's the best, man. Cinderella
hilarious.
takes her slipper off and totally...
Yeah, they're all sitting around like having a slumber party, and she just walks in. They're all just lounging around. Drew Taylor writes, turns out Ralph Breaks the Internet is just as funny and heartfelt as the original, and a total visual feast to the point that it takes a few viewings to process it all.
Wow.
I can
These
kind
are
of see that from the
great.
trailers. They pack so much into these trailers.
Yeah.
This movie's going to be absolutely dynamite.
know.
Last Twitter response came from Eric Eisenberg, who wrote, Ralph Breaks the Internet is great, super funny, creative, and charming, with the same kind of character-based emotional core that made the first one so special. It's a really fun follow-up. I'm very happy.
That's so cool, man. I'm glad.
Thanksgiving weekend, man. Ralph, okay, you walk into a movie theater. You see two signs on the marquee. You see Ralph Breaks the Internet and Creed 2. You gotta pick which one to walk into. Which one do you go into?
I gotta go the one with my name, man.
Right?
That's true.
I gotta see how I broke the
It's
internet.
kind of a straight up invitation for you.
That makes sense.
Shauna, Creed 2 or Ralph?
I gotta go with Ralph Breaks the Internet too, but then I'm gonna leave that and go right into Creed too.
I think I'm gonna go to Creed 2. Creed 2 is just speaking to me. I'm dying to see Wreck-It Ralph, but man, come on. Creed 2, those trailers are great with Drago's son.
I know.
Getting a little sidetracked, but
Okay.
excitement level for Creed 2. Have you seen the trailer for it?
Yeah, I think I did. I don't. Maybe did that just drop or is it a
No,
little
it
bit?
dropped about a month ago.
Okay, I'm gonna say I didn't watch it then.
It looks
Victor
awesome.
Victor
I
Drago.
have to give it a look.
So guys, yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet gets super duper excited.
Woohoo!
Something else to get crazy excited about.
What's that?
Deadpool 2. We reported on this a few weeks ago. Probably about a month ago. Deadpool 2, if you didn't know, is being re-released into theaters this Christmas as a PG-13 movie.
Interesting.
Now, Deadpool 2 had a pretty hard R rating if you didn't see it. Lots of blood and guts and cursing.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Deadpool 2.
Yeah, Deadpool. I can't imagine it being released for Christmas as a PG-13.
I know,
version.
right?
Like, are they gonna replace the blood with flowers and
Interesting. Well, they've said
little cartoons coming
Yeah.
down?
they went in and they reshot a ton. So they've already said, because they want people who have already seen it to give them a reason to fork over their money to go see it again. Because, most people won't do that unless it's
Right.
Titanic or Avatar, right? So they went in and they shot a ton of new stuff. Tons of new funny stuff. The movie's going to be called Once Upon a Deadpool.
Interesting.
Right, just in time for Christmas. They're only releasing it for 12 days. It's going to be like a 12 days of Christmas type thing.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds is definitely gonna have his fun with this one.
Oh,
know.
God, yeah, dude. They're going to be, I imagine there's going to be some snap jokes. There's going to be a lot of jokes about, oh, we can't show this part, we can't show that part, the part where he gets ripped in half by Juggernaut.
Yeah.
I'm just super excited.
Well,
for
they
what
actually
they're writing.
mentioned that they're doing that, right? They're going to make it overly obvious of
Yes.
the parts, the R-rated parts that they covered up. So it could be funny.
What they're doing, it's kind of interesting. They're doing it, what do they call it? Like a narration kind of thing.
Yes.
Where you cut to the narrator while the movie's going back, and then you cut to the movie, and then you cut to the narrator. Just like in Princess Bride. Remember Princess Bride when the grandpa is reading the story to little Fred Savage in the bed, and then they cut back to Fred Savage, and then they come back to the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic, man.
Right?
Well, that would work great.
It gets even better. Listen
What
to
they're
this.
doing is Fred Savage is going to be in the movie. They're actually recreating the Princess Bride scene where it's Deadpool reading the script of the movie to an adult Fred Savage in bed, sick, still wearing his Bears jersey, but he's like 45, 50 years old now. And it's going to be Deadpool reading the story of Deadpool 2 to an adult Fred Savage in bed. They got a picture of it. It's absolutely hilarious.
I love it.
The first poster dropped for it. I don't know if you saw the poster, Ralph, but it's Fred Savage and Deadpool riding a horse into the sunset, like bareback. Deadpool and Fred Savage.
I haven't even seen that.
It's
I got to look that up.
Absolutely hysterical.
Okay, you've sold me. I had no interest in going watch it again at theater, but that does it for me.
It gets
Right?
even
Me too.
better. It gets even better. Every single dollar for every single ticket sale is going to go to the cancer research charity called Fuck Cancer.
Yeah, which
So every dollar
Ryan Reynolds
goes to Fuck
started.
Cancer. Ryan Reynolds, Fuck Cancer. Every dollar goes to that. But since it's a PG-13 movie, they're calling it Fudge Cancer, which sounds like a thing in and of itself.
I know, right?
You don't want fudge cancer if you can help it. I think men over 40 have to watch out for fudge cancer pretty
Is that the
severely.
new name for colon cancer?
Yes, fudge cancer.
Okay.
So yeah, man, PG-13, tons of new footage they're currently feverishly shooting. 12 days leading up to Christmas, Once Upon a Deadpool.
I'm excited for this.
I
I want to
am.
see it again. It's crazy. They're going to get my money twice.
Yeah, I want to hear Christmas music.
Yes.
I hope that they really milk it, you know?
Seeing as how they're really going heavy with the Christmas angle, I
Uh-huh.
think they need to Christmas it up. You know, put
I
in
bet they
some
will.
Christmas stuff. I would love to see if they do a little Infinity War jokes. You know,
Yeah.
what happens after the snap? Because, I mean, you know, Fox is about to be bought out by Disney.
Very true.
No reason why you can't throw in a couple of jokes, because they throw in all kinds of
Absolutely. Studio jokes,
about-
yeah.
Yeah. So get excited, guys. Deadpool, Once Upon a Deadpool, comes out December 12th through the 24th.
Crazy.
The theater
12 days of
near
Christmas.
you. Speaking of movies, just in time for the holidays, good Christmas movie that just dropped. We're not talking about The Grinch. We're talking about Overlord. Nazi zombies.
What a better way to start Christmas than with Nazi zombies, right?
Yes. So we saw Overlord. Ralph, you haven't seen Overlord yet?
No, I haven't. I'm excited.
Oh my God! The first trailer dropped at San Diego Comic-Con several months back, and it was by far my favorite trailer of San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah,
across
I
the board,
agree.
better than Aquaman, better than Glass, better than everything. Overlord trailer was an absolute, it was a rock video,
punch.
gut punch of a trailer
Yeah.
with AC/DC blasting and flamethrowers and guns, and it was.
Yeah.
I was thinking, no way this movie's going to live up to the excitement level of this trailer, but I am happy to announce, guys,
Sure did.
this movie delivered big time, in my
I
opinion.
know, it was so good. But what also sold it was we saw it in the Dolby Theater. So oh my gosh, you feel like you're on the plane with them, like things are blowing up, your seat's shaking. It's like,
Yes.
oh, so good.
If you have a chance to see it in the Dolby Theater, Ralph, you got to go see it in the Dolby
Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah, it sounds like Call of Duty, like the add-on, you know, where you fight the zombies.
Yeah,
And my brother
exactly.
played it all the time, so I might have to take him to watch that.
It's a really high budget, a kind of a grindhouse movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like how, what was that vampire movie with
Dusk
Quentin
Till Dawn?
Tarantino? It's like Dusk
Dusk
Till
Till
Dawn,
Dawn,
where
yeah.
it's this grindhousey, but you can tell they poured a ton of money
Yeah.
into the makeup, into the sets, into the scenery, into the story.
Yep.
Essentially, what it's about is it's D-Day, the
Mm-hmm.
D-Day invasion. This group of paratroopers, they go in ahead of all the ships to kind of airdrop in and take out the radio towers and stuff like that, so that the
Germans
greatest
can't see 'em
generation
coming,
can
yeah.
roll in and roll into France and win World War II. Spoiler alert. They do win World War II. But so they airdrop in, and their mission to go blow up a radio tower takes them on a crazy story of these German scientists that are reanimating the dead.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil anything for you, but that's
It's-
pretty much the premise of the
It's
movie.
so good. Bloody, violent, just
And it's nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember a movie that I've seen in the past 10 years that is just nonstop suspense,
Yeah.
nonstop action. There's no time to take a breath in this movie the entire time. It is guns and monsters and just crazy blood and guts from start to finish.
it's so good.
It's only like an
2000.
hour and 45-minute runtime.
Yeah.
It feels like 30 minutes. 'Cause
Yeah.
You are just glued to the screen every single scene, and the acting is great. You know, they
Yeah.
got some new kind of unknown actors. The director for the movie is a guy named Julius Avery,
Okay.
who knocked it out of the park.
Did he write it
Absolutely
also?
crushed it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But it is a Bad Robot production, so it's produced by J.J. Abrams.
Which is where they got all the money from.
They got all the dough. It had a $38 million budget. I'm sad to say it's only up to $3 million at the box office. So they're getting crushed by the Grinch.
It's a little movie, though. I mean, nobody heard of it until
Yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con, and then here it is already at the theaters. so.
Projected weekend box office is only $9 million on a $38 million production budget.
They'll make it back, though.
Not so good.
Word carries. They're
Worldwide.
yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those word of mouth movies.
Exactly.
I think so.
I haven't heard of it until today.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. That's the whole point of Chocolate of Comics is to spread the word about amazing movies like Overlord. So, guys, don't bother seeing The Grinch. The Grinch will be here after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Give your money to Overlord. You will not be disappointed. You got to go see it. What else we got to talk about today?
No.
Ralph, what'd you do today? How was your day?
Man. Have you guys heard of this game that came out, Red Dead Redemption 2?
Only
What?
everywhere on the internet.
I haven't done it today, but I've been playing it during the week, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the story on Dead Red
Should
Redemption.
give
Give
that
me
a go.
give me the
Should
lowdown.
Do a review. It just follows around this guy Arthur, and it's kind of a prequel to the first Red Dead Redemption. I don't remember what year it came out.
Never played it.
But you follow a guy, John Marston, and he's like a sheep herder. You know, he's got a farm and everything. But this is kind of to how he got to that. And they're gangsters, and they're robbing banks and heisting trains, but it's like Wild West time, you know. But this is like right before like government comes along, so they're talking about how they're the last of their kind, being like gunslingers, and
Wow.
you know, they're building cities now. So like really small primitive cities, but that's how it kind of starts, you know.
That's insane.
Kind of the last gunslingers of the Wild West.
Everybody's talking about this game, Red
It's
Dead Redemption
fantastic.
2.
It's
They're talking about
visually
even
great.
making it into a movie.
Oh, it's really good, man. It's like the Hateful Eight, you know. It
Yeah.
starts off kind of like that in the snow, and you're struggling. It's really well done.
That's awesome.
You got to give it a shot. Or
Sweet.
you got to come over and hang out,
Plays
and give it a try.
Not a big gamer, but man, everybody and their brother is talking about
It
Red
sounds
Dead
like a
Redemption.
movie. I mean, I know
I know.
you said they're talking about making a movie, but it sounds like
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah, and it cuts to cinematics and gameplay like seamless.
Have you beaten it yet? Do people still beat games, or do they just play online?
There's an end to it, and then there's multiplayer. Multiplayer hasn't dropped yet. I've just been kind of taking my time and I don't play it very much, but when I do, I just kind of look at the environment and
That's what I
play
would
it
do.
as
That's
if
what I would
was a
do
If
too,
I
real
played that
yeah.
game, I would just go find a nice tree to sit under and just chill, just hang out, watch the world go by.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, and there's parts of of that world that you can just sit there and do that, and like a legendary animal comes out, and you can either track it down if it's something you just
Just go chasing animals and
well, you can hunt them and take them for pelts. Unless it's a horse, you
Sweet.
want to
can you
capture
raise
it.
them as your own and like breed them with other wild animals and watch them grow? And
No, you can find wild horses and sell them and buy some at different stables, but you can't.
That sounds awesome.
Red Dead Redemption.
Wow.
Check it out. Let's talk about some comic books, people. What do you say?
Sure.
Big week for comic books, guys. I had a hard time just limiting it to two.
Yeah.
My favorite book of the week would be X-Men Red number 10.
Awesome.
Jean Grey absolutely crushing it. Tom Taylor doing the Lord's work with X-Men Red. Shauna, you read?
I read Shatterstar issue 2. Issue 1 still available, I'm sure, at your local comic book store. I thought it was awesome. It's just a fun story about a character I didn't know anything about. So
Let's talk about Shatterstar first then.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't seen our interview with Tim Seeley, the writer of Shatterstar, you can see the link right up above Shauna's head right now. Click on that. He tells us all about Shatterstar. We sat down with him at Ace Comic-Con. He gave us all the goods, and this book's spectacular. Shauna, tell us about it.
It's so much fun. Well, it stars Shatterstar himself, who is like a gladiator type mutant from Mojoverse,
Mojo World. Yep.
And he now lives in the United States in our
Queens, right?
Yeah, like in Queens, and he runs a halfway house for people that have been kicked out of their universes. And all of it in the first issue, all of them get like kidnapped, and you don't know by who. Hey,
Speaking of
Walter.
running a halfway house,
And so it's just this really fun story that I'm pleasantly surprised with.
you're really keeping it professional with
I'm
cat butt in your
trying
face.
to. I know. Cat butt.
The cat
Anyway.
does what it wants, you know. He wants to be part of the show. He said Shatterstar. I read that all the time.
That's right.
I like Hello Kitty Island
Somebody
Adventure.
said Shatterstar.
My
Get outta here,
Little
you
Pony
crazy
is
man.
my favorite.
Wow, way to keep it professional in the face of cat butt.
Kept it together. That's
Shatterstar, absolutely fucking fantastic,
Yep.
man. But my pick, and I really wanted to talk about
Immortal Hulk. That was also amazing.
was absolutely spectacular,
Yeah.
that book. But what inched just above it was X-Men Red. If you guys haven't been watching or reading X-Men Red, you got to be checking it out. It's probably one of the coolest runs of X-Men I can remember in a long time.
Yeah.
X-Men Blue is wrapped up. X-Men Gold, I think, is completely
About to
blacked
wrap
up.
Yep.
But X-Men Red's crushing it, leading into the new Uncanny X-Men that comes out in December.
It's going to be great.
This is kind of the story of Jean Grey. You know, she's back from the dead, and she's put together her own little gang of X-Men with Nightcrawler's in there.
Gambit.
Gambit's part of the team. X-23.
Honey Badger.
Little Honey Badger, which is X-23's sister. And they are fighting Charles Xavier's
Sister.
formerly dead sister.
Yeah.
Cassandra Nova. You don't know about Cassandra Nova. Interesting. It was Charles Xavier's twin sister that Charles killed in the womb because she was too powerful, so only one of them got birthed, and it was Charles Xavier. So his formerly dead twin sister is back from the grave, wants to take over the world with mental control. In this issue, it starts a
Full-on.
full-on psychic war between the X-Men gang and Cassandra Nova's team trying to take over the world. It introduces the Avengers. It's an Avengers X-Men team up. So you get to see Captain America and Thor and She-Hulk and Captain Marvel.
Yep.
It's a spectacular, spectacular read. I'm sure you guys have all reading X-Men Red by now.
It's awesome.
If you're not, go pick it up. I'm sure it's in trade paperback form. They're up to issue number 10, and it is phenomenal if you're an X-Men fan. So check it out. Ralph, what do you think of our synopses?
I like it. I feel like I might have to pick up X-Men Red.
You should.
It's so good.
It'll knock your absolute socks off. So that's our show, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Huge, huge week. Go to C2E2, get your C2E2 tickets. Check out Ralph Breaks the Internet, Deadpool 2, coming to a theater near you December 12th. Overlord, give them your money,
Yes.
damn it. They need it. They're only up to $3 million. They need to make their $38 million
I
production budget back
know.
this weekend, or at least half of it.
Yeah, right.
So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Join us here every single Sunday for nerd news, comic book talk, movie reviews, all the things happening in the world of fandom. Ralph, thank you so much for joining us.
Yay.
Thank you. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
I was so hoping you would do a Homer Simpson at the end. Thanks, guys. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you here next Sunday. Have a fantastic week.
Bye-bye.